everyone. This is Paul Gale from paulgalenetwork.com, and thank you for joining me today as I take you on this little bit of a blast to the past from E3 2012. Let me tell you what this is and why I still have it. So it is an award made out of foam core that I would typically present to various developers, publishers, etc. at E3, as many media outlets do, to highlight the best action game, best adventure game, etc. of that given year's E3, and to other events too, for that matter. But on this particular year, E3 2012, this Wii award couldn't be given out because there was not a single Wii game present at E3 2012 on the show floor. You can see, I couldn't give this out to any other company. It says, Best of E3 2012, Best Wii Game. paulgalenetwork.com, E3 Expo. There wasn't a single Wii game on the show floor that year. Nintendo had the Wii U present on hand because Wii U was coming out that following November, which would be 5 months from this date. Couldn't give it to that game. In fact, Wii U had its own award for its best game that they had on the show floor, but this was left over. I gave out best fighting game, best PlayStation 3 game, best Xbox 360 game, best Nintendo 3DS game, because the 3DS just came out a year prior, in March of 2011. But this one stuck around. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what these are really for, well, various media outlets make similar foam core awards that they hand off to publishers, developers, and they'll stick it on the wall like that, and you'll have a whole bunch of different awards from various outlets, highlighting that game's success. The Best Action Game Award from multiple different outlets. Like, that's pretty cool. Usually given on maybe like a day 2 or day 3, because then we have the opportunity to go through and play all of the games at the show, so we have a good sense of what really was the best. And then those publishers, developers, they put it on their website, on their social media platforms. They send out a PR press release. They put it in their commercial, on their game box, etc. And it's really cool. It's a good shout out, a kind of early indication of what to look forward to. Now, later on, you get Best Game of the Year kind of thing, Best Action Game of the Year awards, which I guess hold more weight because that's once it has been released amongst all its peers. How did it stack up against the competition? That award kind of means more, right? But this is sort of the anticipation award based off of what us journalists, what us media influencers, etc. Felt was the best of the best per that category for E3. And usually if you've got a wall filled with a dozen of them or so, best game, best action game, best Nintendo Switch game, etc., that holds some weight. So this is left over for me. I didn't have any game to give it to. I handed out mobile game awards, PlayStation Vita game awards, you name it. But this one kind of is my own swag that stays at my house, so it's kind of cool to have. I think it looks neat. I've changed the design slightly here or there over the various years, prior to 2012 and after going into a few years ago. So this is the only one that I have left from that era, and I plan on keeping it just because, what else am I going to do with it? I think it's kind of neat. It's a little bit of a moment in time. This piece of foam core traveled all around the Los Angeles Convention Center after all, so that's kind of neat. It's got its own little story. But anyways, I thought I would share it just because it's kind of fun. Hope you all have a good one, and here's to E3 coming back in 2023 in person in a safer, healthier world. Let's go. Thanks again for watching. PGN signing out. Bye.